AskReddit by Redmond Dtes. What is the best present you have ever received for your birthday? Serious. My family all went in together and paid for me to do a behind the scenes at my local zoo as a keeper for a day. The amount of unforgettable animal experiences I had that day will stay with me until I die. A cupcake and a scented pencil eraser. My parents didn't celebrate birthdays, so my friend took me to her house and gave me a chocolate cupcake and a gummy eraser. Over 40 years ago, but I still vividly remember the taste of that cupcake, the smell of that eraser, and the joy I felt laughing with my friend. Mine is a really simple gift, too. A middle school friend just came up to me and asked what my favorite candy was. The next day, she gave me a giant bag of fun-sized Twix. Last year I got laid off due to the COVID BS. I had been going through a really hard time for a long time even before that, so getting laid off didn't help. I was stuck at home all day falling deep into my own thoughts and I just felt deeply depressed. When my birthday came I wasn't excited, but my best friend overnighted me the gift he got me 4 months prior to my birthday. It was a Nintendo Switch Lite with 3 games. He said, "When I was going through a really hard time I got myself a Switch and it was such a wonderful distraction, it really helped me when I was down. So I thought I'd get one for you too." He was right. I haven't been that excited about a gift since I got an iPad back in 2004. I spent hundreds of hours playing Zelda and Mario Kart, and now my brother and I bond by playing Mario Kart together while chatting on the phone for an hour every few weeks. Easily the best and most meaningful gift I've ever gotten. On my 18th birthday, my girlfriend made me a handmade book entitled 18 Reasons Why I Love E. coli 42. And every birthday since then, she has been adding a page to it. That book means everything to me and I'm keeping it for the rest of my life. My ex did a similar thing for me and I remember cherishing that book so much. My dog ate it one day, and it was so painful. She made me a new one which somehow did not have the same sentimental value to me despite being the same thing. A homemade Rubik's Cube cake. It was so thoughtful and I appreciated and still appreciate it more than I can describe. It showed they really thought of me. When I was a kid, I loved troll dolls. There was one at this store in my hometown with cute pink hair, a pink checked shirt, and a denim dress. Every time mom took me in there we had to go visit. I never expected to get her because she was expensive for the time and my parents didn't have a lot of money. And sure enough, eventually we went in and she was gone. I was so disappointed, but I understood and was just happy she had a home. Fast forward 2 months to my birthday, and there she was. Mine. My parents had saved 4 months to get her for me. I always knew my parents loved me, but I really felt it that day because I knew they found troll dolls stupid and she was expensive, but they did it because it would make me happy. Fast forward and my parents are moving out of my childhood home. Mom asked if I wanted to go through the stuffed animals I still had in the basement. I wasn't thinking and she went with the rest of them to Goodwill. I was so disappointed and upset with myself, but again, my bad. I told my husband about this. Reddit. He found her for sale on the internet and bought her for my birthday again. I am never, ever letting her go again. No, I'm not 100% certain it's the same one, but he bought it from the city I grew up in and choose to believe it is. For my 10th birthday, my dad took me on an amusement park tour. My dad was always a great dad, but wasn't particularly fond of kids. He only had me. Or crowds of kids. But we went to Disneyland, San Diego Zoo and Animal Park, and then Universal Studios. It was the best week of my damn life. I'm 34 now and that still stands out to be as one of my best childhood memories. I still have no idea what motivated him to put in that much effort for that particular birthday, but I will never forget it. The only present that's really memorable to me was when I was like 10-12 years old. My mom wouldn't allow me to wear nail polish, it went against her beliefs at the time. Someone at my party got me a mini nail polish set with a nail dryer and everything. Right at the party I put the polish on and my mom commented on how good it looked. Never said anything bad about it after that. My, now dead, puppy in 2005. She died last year at the ripe old age of 15. My girlfriend set up a weekend getaway in a remote cabin with all of my best friends to play board games. It was awesome. Spotify. I thought it was a waste of money because I've used MP3 files my entire life, so that's still the standard to me. I still think it's a waste of money, which I personally wouldn't buy for myself, but that to me makes it the perfect birthday present because I wouldn't ever think to buy it for myself, yet it's extremely useful. If it doesn't get renewed for my birthday, I will go back to MP3s without hesitation. I bought myself a piece of a meteorite that fell to Earth in the 1500s, because when I learned that you could own pieces of meteorite that fell to Earth hundreds of years ago, I thought it was the coolest thing. I was wrong, though, because the coolest thing is actually the Niobium chainmail neck chain that my fiancée made by hand and attached to the piece of meteorite as my birthday present a couple years back. I doubt anything will ever beat that. When I was like 12, my parents bought me an ATV for Christmas. This was awesome, except I was only allowed to ride it at some canal near the house. Fun but not really. Never got to take that thing out and really see what it can do. So my parents for a couple years just forgot about and just ignored my birthday. They always celebrated my birthday a lot as a child. Like half birthdays, normal birthdays, the whole shebang. So not having any really hurt me, especially because they didn't really wish me happy birthday or acknowledged it. In freshman year, they made up for it by buying me tickets to go see Panic at the Disco, my favorite band, live. Best night of my life, and I wish I brought my best friend with me instead of someone else, but still amazing. It's been 3 years and that day still sends chills through my body. Best night of my life. Only complaint, I was dehydrated and dumb. This year, my brother is going to give me $200 to $300 to make up for 13 years of birthdays. When I was 8, I got a telescope. 62 years later, it's still the best gift I ever got. It was just a cheap one that was hard to focus, but I loved that thing. My cat for my 10th birthday. I had to put her down shortly after my 20th birthday, but she was the best friend I have ever had. Hey OP. Are you just trying to get ideas for a family member or significant other? That's all folks. Thank you for watching. Have a nice evening. Kitos.